Somewhere in Gaza's devastation are the bodies of hostages. The failure of Hamas so far to find all their graves in the rubble is putting an early crack in the ceasefire agreement. It said that all hostages, alive and dead, should be returned home at the same time. Israel dismissed Hamas's explanation that it's hard to locate graves in this blasted landscape. Its response, reducing aid into Gaza by half and keeping the border crossing with Egypt closed, is a sign that the ceasefire is fragile. Tonight, 4 more bodies are being transferred to Israel. That means 20 others are still missing. Israel should now return more Palestinian bodies it has kept to Gaza. The ceasefire relies on both Israel and Hamas keeping promises. All the bodies brought into Israel are going to the National Forensic Science Center for identification. One of the men was Guy Illouz, who was 26, killed after he was taken from the Nova Music Festival. 23-year-old Bipin Joshi, on the left in the cap, was a Nepalese agriculture student, just arrived in Israel on his first trip abroad when Hamas attacked. 10 Nepalese students were killed. Survivors say Bipin saved them when he threw a Hamas grenade out of their shelter before he was taken. The UN humanitarian chief, Tom Fletcher, sees a threat to his 60-day plan to flood Gaza with aid.
We need the agreement to be implemented in full by both sides. And so that does mean that Hamas have got to get their bodies home as they promised. But it also means that Israel has to keep the crossings open and allow us to deliver the aid that is so desperately needed at scale. So those reports have got to us. We're already on it. We're raising those with the Israeli authorities. We've got to get this aid in, hundreds of trucks a day. And we can't let this agreement get derailed.
Inside Gaza, Hamas is reasserting itself, turning its guns on armed clans it accuses of collaborating with Israel. Hamas is refusing to disarm. That's another potential deal breaker in the Trump plan for peace in Gaza.
I just want to thank everybody.
At the Sharm el-Sheikh summit and before that in Jerusalem, Donald Trump proclaimed that the Gaza deal would lead to overall Middle East peace. The issues over bodies and weapons are more than snags. They're signs of trouble ahead. And again on his way home, he refused to say whether he supports Palestinian independence.
I'm not talking about single state or double state or two state. We're talking about the rebuilding of Gaza.
What's the road ahead for governing Gaza? Because
a lot of people like the one-state solution. Some people like the two-state solutions. We'll have to see. I haven't commented on that.
Gaza has a greater area of destruction than either Berlin or Hamburg in 1945, according to one assessment of satellite data. Today, 7 Palestinians were killed by the IDF. It said they were too close to their positions. The best hopes of more than 2 million Palestinians who live in Gaza and Israelis concerned about their security start with a robust ceasefire. This one is looking weak. Jeremy Bowen, BBC News, Jerusalem.